Hello, this is Duncan reporting for MG Stories on day 2 of the Calabogie Summer Classic from Calabogie Motorsport Park. This is the day 1 review and day 2 preview. Day 1 review is a afternoon of learning. We had practice in the morning, which is exactly how it sounds. I was learning the track, learning how to get around it. Session 2 was qualifying in early afternoon, and it was fun, but I had low expectations and I met those low expectations. And the third session was race 1 late in the afternoon, and there's the learning experience. So an hour before the race, I've been happily just sitting around and being very enjoying the company of Natalie and our friends Jennifer and Todd, who were visiting in from for the day. I gave them crew passes, so they got it for free. So they thought they were going to have just a little afternoon enjoying the racing and relaxing. But no, an hour before the race, I tried to start the car and it would not start. So after pulling out spare parts and maybe thinking I had to replace a starter motor for the first time, a casual look from Todd under the bonnet revealed that there was a wire that was broken that feeds the starter motor. So after a number of attempts to fix the wire, we eventually learned how to make an electrical connection. Turns out Todd's an electrical engineer, so I would expect that to happen first time, but because I was involved in it, no, it happened on the 4th occasion of making the connection. Car started, all very happy, get onto the track, and then 2 laps, or maybe 2.5 laps in, 2 things happened within seconds of one another. First of all, the gear knob falls off. It's just a gear knob that screws on top of it, and it fell off. And within seconds of it falling off, the car died. My immediate thought was that the 2 things are related, but that's what you think about when you're in a car. But I had to quickly realise that no, gear knob and electrical dying of the car is not connected unless the gear knob flew in and bashed the fuse box or something. Pulled over to the side of the racetrack and watched the rest of the racing from the sidelines. Saw my buddy Phil Cooper do a fantastic job in the race. I don't know where he's come in, but I'll say it must be at least second or something like that. And he was flying. So I've still got lots to learn, and one of those is watching Phil Cooper race. Yes, he is very, very good. End of the race, the tow truck comes out and starts to want to tow the vehicle. And I said, just let me have a quick check. Opened the bonnet of the car to reveal that the main HT lead that feeds spark to all the spark plugs had popped out because I hadn't pressed it in properly. So yes, I would say there are 2 things that I don't say you take for granted, but it's a kind of a double check and triple check thing that I need to be doing a better job of, because I wasted half a race just because I hadn't pressed a lead back in properly. And with the stresses of motor racing, lots of things move around a lot more and get shaken a lot more when you're out on a racetrack versus the road. So something that might last a couple of weeks only lasts a few minutes on a racetrack when it's not connected properly. So there's my learning experience. So day 2 today, race 1 this morning at around 10:30, race 2 this afternoon at roughly 3:45, and starting from the back of the pack. So it's a very small field. There's a few cars dropped out, so I think there's only going to be about 8 cars on the track or something like that. But I'm here to learn, I'm here to enjoy myself, and that's definitely what we're doing. And I will send a closing report maybe at the end, but we're packing up, so you might have to wait till tomorrow. But I'm sure that you're not sat there at home or in your car or in your cafe desperately waiting for the next episode. Give me some comments, give me some likes, subscribe, all of that stuff, because maybe one day it might pay for a spare tire or something like that. Who knows? This is Duncan reporting for MG Stories. Back to the studio.